Hi guys, and welcome to this video on the new moon in Leo that takes place on the 19th of August 2020 at 2:43 in the morning, and that's based on London time. You're very welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I am going to look at this chart and see what energy it creates, how you can use that to your advantage, what you'll be working with around this time. So it's on Wednesday the 19th at 2:43 in the morning UK time. That means that if you're in the States, it's going to be late on the evening of Tuesday the 18th of August. Like late at night. It'll be what, 9 in the evening and 6 in the evening on Tuesday the 18th. It'll be later on in the day if you're east of the UK. So if you're in Central Europe, it'll be at 3:43. If you're in Dubai, I think it's 2 or 3 hours. It'll be around 6 in the morning mark again. Yeah, and so on, moving on to Australia and New Zealand. So the energy overall is going to apply to your life the 18th, 19th, and 20th. That's what I say the effect of these new moons and full moons usually are, because the moon moves kind of slowly to this point of being black and then moving up and getting fuller again. It's not just like 1 second, it's a new moon and then it's gone. So the actual mechanics of this new moon are the same as always. The sun and the moon are conjunct, so they're 26 degrees exactly in Leo, and the moon recharges its batteries. It pulls loads of sun energy into itself so it can get ready for its next monthly cycle. And the new moon, therefore, is a wonderful time to place and plant seeds of intention and to get ready for a new beginning, for a fresh start. Because the moon is having a fresh start. It's saying, okay, I finished the last month's shenanigans. I filled up and let go of all my energy, and then I waned my way down to this new moon. Control Alt Delete spiritually. Let's have a do-over. Let's see what this new month brings. And Leo energy, that is kind of pulling itself full of, is ruled by the sun. I talked about this in the weekly horoscope that I did. It's upbeat, it's fun-loving, it's confident, it's self-assured, it's summertime, it's let's go to the beach and party and let's have a barbecue and laugh, and it's having a good time. It's being confident, not letting yourself be pushed around. It's creative, it's able to lead and inspire and motivate. It's a really good energy, and by aligning yourself with this new beginning, in the sense that the sun and the moon are saying, okay, let's get together and fill you up with energy so you can get going again, you do the same. On this Wednesday well, it doesn't have to be at the exact time, but if you're around at 2:43 in the morning, I'm not going to be. If you are, then just take a moment and just tune in and say, the moon is receiving all this Leo energy. I'm going to receive it too. And that's the energy I need for my new adventure. And I'm going to make the next 30 days full of Leo energy, and I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to live my best life, and I'm going to shrug things off that have been super oppressive in the past, and I'm just going to let go of my fears and doubts and worries. Control Alt Delete, bing, fresh slate basically, and a really nice clean slate, because you're putting this fun-loving Leo energy in there, and it's like, boom, how can I use my power to make my life better and my position in my life better, particularly? Because Leo likes to be either in the spotlight as a performer, as someone special, or it's in the spotlight as a leader, as someone who influences other people. Either way, it's up on stage or it's being seen by other people. And first of all, it gives you this amazing drive of, how am I going to make the next 30 days count for me? I mean, that may sound like, okay, we always do that, but no, most of us don't. Most people put others before themselves, responsibilities, life responsibility. And I'm not saying to shirk your responsibilities, I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying that you get this gift from the universe that simply states, you are worth something. You are worthy of happiness, you're worthy of respect and dignity and joy in your life. You deserve good things because you exist. You deserve a happy experience on this planet. You deserve that. And by tapping into that energy, and not in a sense of, why are you 5 minutes late? I deserve total happiness all time, so how can you stand me up by 5 minutes? No, it's not that. It's just saying that, yes, there are problems in the world, but not only can I help myself to overcome these problems, but I can help other people, I can take other people along for the ride, and not only can I help them overcome their issues, but we can do it in a fun, joyous, happy way. 2 and 6 is 8, that's power in numerology. So it's this amazing, divine, fun, positive, joyous energy of the universe that makes the joyous and happy get happier in life, and the miserable and lonely and depressed more lonely and depressed. Because, you know, it's like that downward spiral or the upward spiral. It's once you're on a path, you manifest more and more and more of the same. And here today you can really change polarities, whether you're heading downwards or upwards. Because of this new moon, it gives you that ability to say, okay, past is over, what are we doing now moving forward? And we also have Mercury, the communication planet, 2 degrees away from this new moon in Leo, at 28 degrees in Leo. And 2 and 8 is 10, and 10 reduces to 1 in numerology, and 1 is I am the leader, I am the boss, I'm in charge, I'm the ram. So 1 in numerology is the same as Aries in astrology. I'm going to bulldoze down this door so I can get in, I can do what I please, I'm going to charge forward. And 1 in the tarot is the magician, the person who is a spiritual being and has access to everything physical, and he manifests whatever it is he wants. So we've got this energy sitting in your mind, because Mercury is the way you think and communication, and that's saying, hey, you're the king, you're the boss, start your new life. Very laissez-faire, very like la-di-da. Go on, you're the boss, you're in charge of your life, you do it. And I'm echoing that, you do it, you do it, good for you. You can really illuminate yourself the way you want to be illuminated. You can show yourself off as the way you want to be seen, and you can be seen to be doing the things you actually want to do. So you can bring passion back into your life, basically, by taking control of your life, by taking charge of what's going on and saying, okay, the tennis lessons, you wanted those, I'm sick of them, bye, we're doing this now, a bonfire every Tuesday because I like running around it, okay? It's as simple as that. It all sounds very, but it's just coming back to a sense of self and saying, hey, actually, I want things too. And just demanding those and insisting on them. And you deserve nice things to make you happy. If you're someone who's just, you know, working to satisfy other people, your family, and of course, again, if you are a family person, if you are a mother with 5 kids, of course you're going to put most of your money to your kids because that's who you love and that's what you want to do. So again, I'm not saying take away from your responsibilities, but it's just you knowing and remembering, which society doesn't. It does it in a stupid way with L'Oreal ads saying you're worth it, but just saying pay us for the shampoo. It doesn't really say you are really worth it and you deserve to have a good life. And I really want to hammer that home into your head, that this new moon is an opportunity for you to plant seeds of a good life for you that fill you with joy. And you're able to insert those things into your life today. So it could be plans to go play tennis or badminton in 2 days' time. It could be getting into something you used to love. Like maybe you were into playing dolls when you were younger. And now you're in California, let's say, and the lockdown has been reimposed and you're bored. Why not play The Sims or something like that? Indulge yourself. I'm telling you to remember that there's a 5-year-old living inside of you who wants to have a little bit of fun. And all this other stuff in your life is just bump, which bores you. And you have an opportunity to put some tiki torches of joy into your little campfire experience, okay? Expressed in a lovely way, but I hope you get the gist. Now, the new moon also forms several relationships with other planets and that color the experience. So first there's a sextile with the North Node at 26 degrees in Gemini. So you're not just able to think about what you desire, but you're articulate. So not only will you be able to explain it to yourself, but also to other people in a very unassuming but confident way. So it's not, oh, you don't mind if I go to the garden center, do you? It's, I'm going to the garden center this morning. And neither are rude. There's the second one just is a statement of fact. And that's what you feel entitled to do for yourself today. Good for you. And this, I hope that if you do find this like a revelation that, oh, I can speak up for myself, I really hope you take notes and you remember this, because this is an energy that you need every day in life. What I realized during the lockdown is that when I'm down and I have to wait for other people to show me kindness or whatever it is, it's not a good position to be in, because you're putting yourself at the mercy of other people. And once you realize that, and that you are your own best friend, because you know the way you like your coffee cups arranged in the cupboard, and you know the way you like spending a Sunday afternoon, you know all of that, and because you've been forced to kind of contend with yourself, when you're in a good place, you can be a better friend to yourself. And I hope I've certainly learned that from this lockdown, that I am the one person in my life who knows what I like. And if I want to be provided with those things, it's up to me to get them. And I mean, again, it sounds like, okay, well done, Greg. Wonderful insight, but it really is a wonderful insight. It's the freedom then with that insight to say, hey, no one else is going to do it for me, and that's okay. And I'm free to do it for myself. And it's between me and I. Yeah, it's about honoring yourself enough to say, how am I going to bring good times into my life and into my future? We have another aspect. We have a trine with Mars and Black Moon Lilith in Aries. So the Moon, the Sun and Mercury are sitting there together in Leo, and they now combine forces with Mars in Aries and Black Moon Lilith. Mars is at 24 degrees in Aries. Mars rules Aries, very pleased and excited to be in that sign. It can get things done. I want, therefore I create opportunities to get what I want. Black Moon Lilith at 22 degrees, the master number of the builder, says, oh, be very careful. And the word Heather, the name Heather is coming up. So Heather, if you're watching this, you have thought of doing something grand next week, and your ego is saying, oh no, it's all going to go belly up and you're going to lose loads of money. That's your ego trying to hold you back. And the fact that it's trying to sabotage you and prevent you from creating a legacy, you can see that as a sign that if you go in that direction, you're actually going to be successful and you will build a legacy. And the reason your ego is saying, no, don't do it, is because it doesn't want you to succeed. It wants you to stay mildly miserable your entire life so that you're easily controlled. It doesn't want you to be happy and carefree, because then you actually are able to live a good life. So this isn't just about having a reset button. This is about beating the ego and really asserting yourself and showing up for yourself in your own life. Oh my God, that's amazing. We then have, because if you look at the chart next to me, we've got a blue triangle in this chart between Mars and the Sun and the South Node. Can you see it? So Mars and Black Moon Lilith, they connect, they trine the South Node at 26 degrees in Sag, and then that South Node again trines the Sun and the Moon and Mercury, bringing it full triangle and creating this blue triangle, okay? So the South Node at 26 degrees in Sag, you've got loads of experience, you know. So don't think, oh, it's all in the ethers of my memory. You know what you need to do to feel proud of yourself and to feel that sense of excitement and to say, oh, I can't wait to get my teeth into that. It's so exciting. I can't wait to collect all of this, or I can't wait to open the shop every Tuesday and to welcome the customers in. It's saying that this fire and this legacy that you want to create and build, and that's fun in your future. I mean, it doesn't sound very fun. It sounds like a lot of work and a lot of responsibility, but it's fun for you because it's something you actually want to be doing. You can overcome obstacles in any area of your life with this. So you haven't asserted yourself in a relationship. You say, to hell with this relationship where I'm told what to do, bite this, and I'm going to walk out and start something new. Or it's the job where you've been taken advantage of for the last 3 years, and they give you way too much work, and they know they do, and they don't pay you for it. And you're like, do you know what? I'm really good at this job. I can start my own thing doing the same exact work, and I can just do it freelance or consult, and I'd be much freer. I'd have my own schedule, and I could do my own thing. It's that ta-da moment of, I haven't respected myself. That's why this relationship is crap, or that's why this situation sucks. It's because I haven't respected myself. And I'm now having that epiphany, ting, la-di-da, kind of, not la-di-da, this epiphany bell go off saying, hello, remember who you are, look at yourself, you're divine, you're amazing, you're priceless. This is what excites you right now, so make a decision to bring that into your life so that you can put that into your future rather than continue with what you've got now, which bores you. If you're pretty fulfilled at the moment, then look at expanding the things that make you happy, that are already in your life, that make you feel that way. So if you go to the fake ski slope and go snowboarding, and that brings you joy, then do it twice a month instead of once. Okay, the other thing is a Sesky square between the new moon and the midheaven at 8 degrees in Aries. So it's not just Heather, it's all the people who have lacked or have felt the lack of power to start their own business even though they've wanted to. This is your new moon, people, because Chiron sits on top of that midheaven. Chiron is the wounded healer at 8 degrees in Aries. When you turn that around, it becomes your biggest strength. So this is the day for people who have not had success in their working lives to turn things around, to have faith in themselves and to do it independently. That's pretty epic. We've got a quincux with Saturn at 26 degrees in Capricorn. Wow, Saturn actually does something positive for a change. It supports you, and it says, if you decide to do this, young lady, I'm going to give you all, or the young man, I'm going to give you all the strength and support. I'm going to pave the way for you to succeed because you've chosen to do this. Well done. Good boy. So Saturn really gives you a pat on the back and says, hey, I'm totally with you. You should work in your own special way, or you should work at your relationships or your circumstances or the job you want in your own special way that gives you a sense of joy. And because you're committing to joy, I'm going to help you put that into place. So Saturn is a good sport here. It's a thumbs up from Saturn. And we've got another Sesky square with Pallas Athena, 13 degrees in Capricorn. Pallas Athena is the female version of Mars. She's the warrior goddess. She's power, and she's consistent desire. It's like, oh wow, I'm getting loads of loads of downloads today. So you could say that Mars is like the ego that wants things in the here and now, short-term urgent, and they go after a short period of time. And Pallas Athena is almost the long-term desire, the lifelong love, the slow burner, you know, the thing that's consistent. And she's at 13 degrees in Capricorn, and that is, work at this and I will help you create security and authority in your life. So all of those things are urging you to change your luck in the way things look and your circumstances when it comes to your practical life, the way your day looks, your work, your money, your health, your nutrition, all of that stuff. Okay, so then we've got, going back into the center of the chart, the middle, if you look at this triangle again, it's got two sextiles on top of it, and a sextile is when two things are 60 degrees apart. And they take the triangle, and on the side where the Sun and Neptune and Mercury are, Sun and Moon and Mercury rather. You go up as a part of fortune, then you've got Venus, and then you've got the North Node at 26 degrees in Gemini. That North Node at 26 degrees in Gemini creates a kite in the chart. The two sextiles on top of one of the sides of the triangle, one of the trines, it makes it look like a kite, and a kite is a talent that has a life of its own. It's a thing that can take off. And again, it sounds very, okay, great, but it's your ability to clearly communicate with yourself and what you truly want without BSing yourself and saying, oh yeah, that's a lot of work, let's just put that off and have another drink. You can't BS yourself today. It's like, you deserve this, and you know you do. Make a bit of an effort and make your life better. You deserve it. And I want you to have it, if you want it or not. Push, push, push. It's like the universe, take the precedence, come on, please. So yeah, resolve to start a really fun, amazing, exciting life on the 19th of August. I will as well. It's every day is the right time to start your life over as far as I'm concerned. When I hear things from people in my age group, from things like, oh yeah, at our age, I'm like, are you kidding me? At our age? What at our age? Please spare me. It's like, no, it's... Yes, things are going to change at certain ages, but don't label yourself again like that. Like, oh, okay, you are a 30-something-year-old person with... I'm not into labels because you're a spiritual being. You can be whatever you want to be. So don't say age or ethnicity or background or religion or the way you look or the way you speak. None of that matters. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is you believing in yourself and finding a way to share that with other people. Yeah. That's the only thing that matters. None of this negative, rubbishy energy that just makes you feel like you're supposed to fit into some box and this breaks out of all the boxes. This is just a natural kind of reality check. It's kind of saying, the universe is saying, okay, enough with all this bump now. Let's just get real. What is it that you like and don't like? We have an opportunity here to make your life much more enjoyable. Please, let's go for that. Have a think around this time in terms of what you want to start as new. And don't even go into the past and maintaining all this negative stuff, and just stop arguing for your problems. Stop arguing for your limitations. You can do it. It's time. Let's go. So if you are arguing for your limitations, you're saying, well, I can't because... You're going to find this really unpleasant because it's kind of going to drag you. It's going to feel like you're being dragged by the heels to do something that really you know is good for you, but that you don't want to do. So it can be problematic for some, but ultimately this is an energy that is really, really good, and it will lead you to something that's like a candle in your life, like a little flame of hope, of joy. So whether you want to or not, you're getting something positive. Seriously, and if you resist it, then you'll get something small and it'll feel uncomfortable. And if you just embrace this and say, do you know what, I am amazing, then the universe can really shower you with what it wants and something amazing comes into your life. And you can deal with the consequences of that afterwards. Like, for instance, let's say I'm 18 years old and I'm a guy. I live in, I don't know, anywhere. And my father is super Christian, and today the inspiration comes, do you know what? I don't want to be a 18-year-old football player anymore. I've always loved makeup, I want to be a drag queen. And that's your fire and your inspiration, and you do it, and you go out and become a drag queen. Deal with your dad's opinion later, and whether he kicks you out, and whether he thinks you're an abomination. No one cares, except him. And figure it out for yourself, do what you love, and once you're working as a drag queen, you'll have the money to pay for your own rent once your dad kicks you out. I mean, that's just a worst case scenario example. But then you have your own place, you do what you love, you don't have to listen to the bigoted opinions, and you create a new life. So it's not a cakewalk, but it's important to do. It's essential to do for you, because you're not an extension of anyone in your family. You are your own special creation. Okay, I think I've hammered you enough now. Trying to bring home the message. You matter, you're important. You are. Oh, we've got a yod in the chart, which is known as the finger of God. It's 2 quincunxes and a sextile connecting the North Node in Gemini with the new moon in Leo and Saturn at 26 degrees in Capricorn. So the big talent is that you're able to transform. You have the confidence and the insight. I love what I love and I honor it. So you have those two, the confidence to actually hold a safe space for what it is you love to do and the insight into what it is you actually love doing. So I love being a drag queen and I am not going to be in the closet about it anymore. I'm actually going to come out and be a drag queen. Okay, so those 2 things you've got. And then the third thing that makes this a divine gift is Saturn in Capricorn actually helps you write to the club and say, hey, I want to perform on Tuesday nights and do a little stand-up show for half an hour. And that helps you get the job. I mean, I've never applied to, so you can tell from the way I said it that I've never applied to a club. Oh, actually I did in Cardiff. Yeah, I did. At university, anyway, never mind. It's having the practical confidence to actually follow your dreams. Okay, I'm just going to tilt my head a bit to see if there's anything here that I've missed. Got the kite, got the yod, don't have a mystic rectangle. The grand trine I've spoken about. We've got lots of squares between the stellium, ST, and people always ask how to spell this when I say it. A stellium is 3 or more planets huddled together. STELLIUM, stellium. It's just a bunch of planets basically. The ones in Capricorn squaring Mars and Black Moon Lilith in Aries. So there's friction between what you want to do. I want to move ahead, and your ego saying, please don't go ahead because you'll win, so I want you to fail. And you in the middle saying, do I go or do I stay or do I not or do I? And the answer is do I. Take a risk, do what fires you up, do what you know other people aren't going to like. Of course, this has to be something that doesn't harm anyone and is a joyful thing to you, like the job thing I just mentioned with the father and son. I'm not talking about, steal 10 pounds of someone's counter. I'm not saying that. Follow the rules as usual, but honor yourself more. I mean, the drag queen thing is one example. I'm just trying to think of something else. You're a doctor and now you're sick of being a doctor and you want to be a lawyer, and your family who've paid for 9 years medical school are like, we just paid for that and now you're going to be a lawyer and you want more money? Yeah, you do, because you want to be a lawyer. So it's inconvenient for them, but they have the right to say, no, we're not going to fund the 2nd degree. You could do that and pay it by yourself, but at least you're being honest about what you want rather than suffering along. So this is a good thing. It may be inconvenient, but it's a good thing. And that, my friends, is it, I think. Yep, that's it. So I hope that gives you an insight into this moon, into what you can expect and what you'll be working with. I hope you have a lovely day. If you would like a personal reading with me, then please get in touch via my website, gregoryscott.com. On the front page, just click on the button to order your reading with me. In my personal readings, I draw up your birth chart by taking your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, then order a chart rectification, please, on my website. That's a process where I work out your time of birth. Once I have those 3 things, place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth, I can draw up a snapshot of the sky at the moment you were born. So, like the chart next to me, the chart, and then I look at the chart and I can see everything about you: life purpose, vocational aptitudes, default mode, strengths, weaknesses, shadow, love, family, travel, relationships, institutions, where to live, when to move, what's coming up in future, anything at all really. So if you have any questions, then please do get in touch with me via gregoryscott.com. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and share the video online. Have an amazing time here during this new moon in Leo. You don't have to stay up for it. Like I said earlier, if you're around at 2:43 in the morning, no. As I said, 19th is the actual event. So start enjoying it on the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Have an amazing time, and I'll speak to you soon.